Hello, how you doing? Welcome back to F1 Manager 2022 and part 2 of our Aston Martin Road to Glory career mode. I'm Joe. If you're new around here, make sure you click that subscribe button for daily F1 Manager content for the next few weeks. Once again, a massive thank you to Frontier for the early review code to cover this game and get plenty of gameplay out for you guys very, very quickly. Just another disclaimer, I am still playing the early version of the game, so we haven't had a day one patch just yet. It'll probably be in a few episodes' time that takes effect. But the game is running very, very smooth already. Really, really enjoyed episode 1. I hope you guys did too. It wasn't the best in terms of results for the team, but it is going to be one of those seasons that I think is going to be pretty grindy early on, and hopefully we can come good later in the season. That is the plan anyway. Make sure you get involved down in the comment section below. Let me know which team you're going to be taking control of in F1 Manager, and what other series are you watching on YouTube, and what other directions have people gone in. Do let me know down below in the comment section, and if we can hit 30 likes once again, that would be amazing. So let's get into it then. This is the homepage, obviously. We finished 15th and 18th in the last episode in Bahrain. Lance Stroll had a bit of a shocker. Sebastian Vettel was fighting with Daniel Ricciardo and Mick Schumacher, and doing generally a very, very good job with that. So hopefully he will continue that in Saudi Arabia this weekend. I'm hoping that we can go for maybe a low downforce setup to give them a bit of a advantage on the straights and that sort of thing. So let's have a look at our inbox. So we've got the Bahrain Grand Prix post-race debrief. So I've updated our circuits database on that, so all of our strategic information is up to date. On a separate note, our telemetry shows that medium speed cornering of car 1 could be better compared to the grid. We should design a new car part to improve this attribute. Okay, so it wants us to improve medium speed cornering. We'll have a look at that, although we have already got some parts in development. We also noticed that the braking performance of Sebastian Vettel could be improved. We should consider developing them in this area when they've gained enough experience. Okay, cool. I don't know, we haven't got any development points just yet. We need to get another 775 points to get to the next development point and then improve the braking. Okie dokie. We're still not really looking at contracts for next season just yet. I want to give them sort of 2-3 races to prove what they're like. Obviously, I want to get our scout reports in as well for Fernando Alonso and Daniel Ricciardo. Both drivers that I think we could attract, and both drivers that I think could perform well in Sebastian Vettel's seat next season. Lance Stroll, of course, he's going to need to do better than he did this weekend if he wants any hope of staying here next year. A difficult race from Patrick Stafford, the board representative. The board watched the race this weekend and we are disappointed that the team performed below expectation. We know that every team has bad races and we hope to see a return to form soon. Oops. What else have we got? Post-race overview from Michael Loom. Charles Leclerc claimed the checkered flag, finishing ahead of Max Verstappen and Sergio Perez. After Q1, Charles Leclerc was able to... after qualifying on pole, Charles Leclerc was able to maintain that. The top of the drivers' standings. Max Verstappen P2, obviously. There's a lot of conversation around Aston Martin. The world is watching the progress. Despite some bold moves, it was fortunately a race free of retirements. That's true, actually. We didn't have any retirements in that Grand Prix. So, yes, we have got the Jeddah Grand Prix today in Saudi Arabia. Looking forward to it. We'll see exactly how it goes. It's going to be tough, I think. Because of the amount of straights that we've got, it doesn't really suit our car, so... some of the expected strategies: medium, hard, hard, medium, and then a short, soft, short, hard, short, medium, 2-stop. So we're looking at a 1-stop strategy, essentially. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. There's the historic result. Lewis Hamilton won the only Saudi Arabian Grand Prix so far. Let's just have a little look at our car parts development.
To start a project now, you'll need to commit money and engineering time. You'll be able to improve our car builds beyond their current performance.
I don't think we can start a new project yet.
There are 3 different types of projects. The engineering.
I don't really know why she's telling us all that again. So yeah, you can see the front wing coming in 17 days time. Hopefully that's gonna really improve the car. And the underfloor's coming in about a month's time. So we just got to sit and wait and hope that those work out well for us. Staff-wise, we're pretty happy with that. There's nothing else we can do there. Our wind tunnel should be on the way, upgrading in 49 days. We have got 22 million to spend. I don't think we particularly need to look at anything else for now. Let's just keep going with the racing and see how we get on. So we can get a potential reward for qualifying 15th. We're not really going to do any of these, so we just gotta try and go with the flow and hope we can have some retirements. That's the hope and the gain, and the expectation that we can maybe do well. So let's get ourselves into the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix and see how it goes. Here we go. Unless anything else has come up, we have had something. The race preview, so we're in for quite the race weekend. At the moment, Ferrari are leading the constructors by 4 points. Charles Leclerc is 7 points ahead at the top. Okay. So, good morning, Captain. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we need to really worry about anything else. But that information is all going to be in the race. So here we go, on to the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Let's enjoy it together.
Formula One is back. Welcome to one of the fastest circuits on the calendar here at Jeddah. The Saudi Arabian Grand Prix is about to kick off, and the atmosphere here is electric. The Jeddah Street Circuit has one of the fastest average speeds, as well as the most corners of any track on the calendar. Good high-speed downforce is going to make life in the fast lane a little easier for drivers here this weekend. We might still be early in the season, but that doesn't mean we can sit back and relax. Everything is up for grabs, and nothing is certain at this stage. Let the weekend begin!
Okay then, we are ready to rock and roll. We will get to do some practice this weekend, so we'll go straight into that. We'll probably play through practice 1 and maybe forget about practice 2 and practice 3. It sort of depends how practice 1 goes, really. Or maybe we do practice 3. I'm not entirely sure. No, we'll do practice 1. We'll see how it goes, because then we can at least get something going. So track acclimatization, car parts knowledge is pretty strong. Setup confidence, obviously we'll sort that out immediately. We want to run the first medium set of the weekend in practice, or do we want to, maybe we want to start on hards, because it looks like it's going to be a hard tyre weekend. We definitely want a lot of speed on the straights. Need to work out how on earth yeah, I suppose that's probably as good as we can get for now. We'll do a 12 lap run. We'll probably do 15 laps actually at a consistent pace. So that's what we'll do with Sebastian Vettel. Then for Lance Stroll, we'll put him on the medium tyres. We'll get him to test those. Again, we're going to go for a lot of straight line speed. Change a little bit of that. Everything else we can get this pretty close to where he wants it. So we'll go for that. With Lance Stroll, we'll go for a 12-lap run on these medium tyres. Go at a consistent pace. So let's get ourselves out there for practice one and see how it goes. Let's do it. Confirm.
Radio check.
Yep, clear it.
So for this bit, I'll get rid of my ugly mug. Okay. Let's send out... Oh, well, I think we probably want the session to go on a little bit first. Russell's the first one out there. Yeah, we'll watch people do a couple of laps and then we'll try and get ourselves a little window of opportunity. So I think after Russell's come back through, this is where we want to be. Yeah, so we'll send out Sebastian Vettel now. So Sebastian Vettel going out for the first time this weekend. And there he goes. Hopefully he will come out in a decent gap. There goes Yuki Tsunoda. Yeah, and I think once Verstappen has gone through, that's when we'll send Lancey Boy out. So Lance is going out now. Perfect. There we go. So we've got them a nice little bit of traffic clearance. Let's run on board with Sebastian Vettel, see how the car's handling through these high-speed corners. Pretty nice, to be honest. Certainly settle for that. See from behind there. This is lovely. Nice. Okay, right. Let's zoom this session on a little bit and we'll see what sort of times we can put in. We'll look at the tyre performance. I mainly want to look at the gap to the leader, really, in this session. So let's zoom it on. See what Sebastian Vettel can put in compared to the rest. We're obviously going for a fairly low downforce setup, so through the straights at the very least he should be alright. Goes 2.6 seconds off the leader. Stroll goes a little bit quicker, which is what you'd expect, because Stroll on the medium tyres, of course. So we're looking for consistency really from Sebastian Vettel. So last lap by 1:35.2. Seeing what he puts in this time. 1:34.7. That's put him up to 14th place. So we're ahead of Albon and Bottas. Oh no! What has Stroll done? Has Stroll binned it? Or has somebody crashed? Somebody's crashed.
There's been a crash.
And it was Carlos Sainz.
Okay, here's the
What has
Ferrari.
he done? Oh, he's had a big one.
Oh, a nasty crash there.
And I think that's him probably out of the session, is it? Doesn't say so. Must have got out of the wall there, but... yeah, I thought Stroll had binned it. Well, yeah, so Vettel looking fairly comfortable, which is good. So Vettel in P16, a 10th behind Lance Stroll. Still sort of 6/10ths behind Ricciardo. That's where we need to be improving to. Vettel very close now to getting past Lance Stroll. Stroll coming around the final corner now. Let's see what he can do. But at this moment in time, it's looking like the hards do last a little bit longer than the mediums, but not too much. And there you go, Stroll improving once again. So this is good, consistent pace from the lads. Very nice to see. 3 personal bests there. So he sort of needs to make up about half a second, doesn't he, to... oh, well, actually, Magnussen is on a 34.5. Okay. Cool. We're just looking at all the different telemetry options that we've got. Obviously, you can look at this. You can tell them to avoid Curbs. Okay. Right, hop back on board with Sebastian Vettel as he's about to finish a lap. So coming up to the line, what's it going to be? So a decent lap time. Ooh, a 34.5. Only 0.02 of a second off his teammate Stroll. Okay. Right then, let's zoom it on a little bit, as I say. We're a few laps off the end of our run. So, let's keep going. I want to get rid of this. How do you get... Ah, there you go. So we're down to 17th and 18th now, but Vettel is quicker than Lance Stroll. Now, that could be a setup thing. That is just last lap. Let's go on to that one. So yeah, we're 0.6 off Daniel Ricciardo.
Sebastian, any thoughts on setup options?
Car was good.
Yeah, confirmed.
Okay, so he's happy with the car setup. Nice. Right, so Stroll's back in. Let's have a little think about his setup. So, car setup wise, he doesn't like the braking stability, so he needs more of that. He's happy with the front wing angle though. Something like that. Yeah, that looks pretty good. We can get his front wing angle back. Yeah, this is the issue, isn't it? It's all a balancing act. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to go for something like that. Tyre-wise, we're going to swap to the hards. And use them for a bit. And we're going to go for a run plan of around about 20 laps towards the end of the session. Should work out well. So we configure that. And Sebastian Vettel still going around, still pumping in times, and that's a pretty good lap that he's just put in. I think he's maybe just had a tow from Valtteri Bottas. So Vettel back in now. Let's get Stroll out there. Let's reconfigure the car for Sebastian Vettel. So traction is optimal. Straight line speed bad, so he maybe wants a little bit more like that. That looks pretty good. Okay. Stick with that. This time he's going to go 20 laps, but on the medium tyres. See how long we can get those to last. What does it say? 32 laps he can do on them. So let's go for that. And let's get Sebastian's car reconfigured. He's probably not going to manage 20 laps, so So let's reconfigure that. I'm going to go for 16 laps. I'm actually going to tell him to go a little bit faster as well. So Vettel straight out there again. Oh, and he locked up almost instantly. I'm going to say aggressive driving.
Oh,
See where
big
we can,
lock up there.
where we can go. What's Stroll doing?
So we just need to push now.
Yeah. Okay.
Not quite hitting personal bests just yet. Being followed by one of the McLaren cars there. Yeah, definitely looking like we're in more of a battle with Williams than the McLarens and Haas cars. Okay. And so Vettel, we'll see what he can do. Zoom it on a little bit. Let's take that telemetry off. It's fine, yeah, it's going to take them a little bit of time to burn the fuel down. Yes, that's the issue, really. So, let's zoom it on for 16 times. See if either of them can improve over the final 20 minutes of practice one. It's not looking likely, is it? Oh, personal best from Sebastian Vettel all of a sudden. And Vettel has put in his best time. And again, and now Vettel all of a sudden is shaving the time off his best lap. Closing back in.
How does it feel?
The car's just all over the place.
Copy.
Oh dear.
Push more.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can go for a glory lap, shall we? With Sebastian Vettel.
You can stop, lift and coast. Copy.
So here we go. Let's go for a glory lap
Use energy.
Okay. Okay.
and see what we can pull off here. There you go, Vettel now. Very, very close. Stroll, no closer really. Hey, Vettel up to 7th. Vettel up to 7th, Stroll only up to 18th, but yeah, we'll certainly settle for that.
We need to charge it.
Right, so let's
Copy.
go back to harvest. We'll go back to balanced. Go back
Just
to
need to charge
standard
up.
on that.
Copy.
Same with Strolly. Yeah. Okay. Let's see where we finish the session then.
Made a mistake.
Is he crashed?
Okay, and all the way to 0. All the way to 0. Car off.
Let's get that car in. Let's get Stroll in as well. Not entirely sure what happened with Stroll. Looks fine. So Vettel coming into the pits, as is Lance Stroll. And Sebastian Vettel finishes this session in 8th place. Nice. We'll certainly settle for that. Very, very good. P1. Very positive. Lance Stroll down in 18th. That's obviously not what we want, but comfortably ahead of the Williams cars. And certainly hard tyres looking like a good option. Mediums are fast as well. But we'll get the team to do the other two sessions. So car parts knowledge is nearly 100% for both drivers. Vettel's setup confidence is pretty good, whereas Lance Stroll, the car's all over the place, according to him. So we are gonna. What do we want to do? I think we want to go softs now for both drivers. And let's see if we can mess about with Seb's set up some more. Yeah. That looks pretty decent. It's virtually perfect. Yeah, that's pretty good. I think that's going to be an awesome setup for Seb. I'll just double check the straight lines. Yeah, I like that. Right. Now, Lance Stroll. Not so happy with his car. He's happy with his front wing angle. Not happy with the straight line speed of the car. Bit more of that. Yeah. No. So that's good. Let's go more there then. Yeah, something like that. Might be the one. Okay. Run plan. Yeah, we'll go 15 laps. Why not? With Vettel. Yeah, that looks fine to me. Right, go to practice 2. We will simulate this session. In fact, I'm going to simulate to qualifying now. And let session 2 and 3 run their course. And there we go. Let's go next. Let's see where we qualify in.
With the third and final free practice
all
session all wrapped up, we now move on to qualifying. For those teams hoping to pick up points in tomorrow's race, qualifying is a great opportunity to get ahead of the competition. Whether a driver normally finds themselves as a front runner or a back marker, any advantage they can gain here today is sure to give them an edge. Strap yourselves in. This is Formula One.
Okie dokie then. So Max Verstappen was quickest in final practice. Sebastian Vettel still very much ahead of Lance Stroll. Yeah, they're looking pretty happy now. 92% on the setup confidence, 73% for Stroll. How did they end session 2? Yeah, same again. So what did we do in practice 1? A 32.4 on the medium tyres, and then a 33.1 there, and a 33.0. So we are capable of a little bit more out of the car, I think, which is good to see. Car setup for Sebastian, very, very good. Just the traction needs to be a little bit better. But can't really do much better than that, can we? That's the issue, without not messing it up too much. So I'm actually going to stay away from that. Whereas Strolly, not bad on the front wing. It's a little bit more braking stability. Everything else is looking pretty decent. trying to get these as good as I can. That's probably as good as we can get. That's not bad. That's not bad. It's kind of even better. Okay, let's go for that, and we will go into qualifying and hope for the very best for a good result here. Maybe through to Q2? Who knows? Wrong thing. There we go. Oh dear. Right, let's find out then how we get on. Manage Q1. I mean,
Radio check.
we know we're not in the best
Yeah, loud and
of
clear.
places. We're going to send out Sebastian Vettel immediately. Now, can Lance Stroll do well too? I'm going to actually send Lance Stroll out in the middle of the session when there's no traffic.
Car in the wall.
There's a car in the wall. Who is in the wall? Are we going to have a red flag here?
They've crashed out!
It was Hamilton.
Here's the replay.
Hamilton has
Now
crashed.
watch this. Lewis Hamilton involved in this
Turn
one.
16. Oh, yeah, he's out.
Clearly, something went very, very
I
wrong
think
there.
he must be out. Surely.
That was a bitter blow for the team, and it may have really hurt their overall chances.
So yeah, Lewis Hamilton, big crash there. He is still out there though, still somehow out there. Let's head back to the track map. Vettel on his lap now. It's actually a purple sector 1. I'll just get past Bottas as well. Purple sector 2. And he's coming around the final corner. Vettel comes up to the line. And it's a 1:31. That's a very, very strong start. A 1:31.7 for Sebastian Vettel. We will settle for that. That is a good lap time. And now, looks like Carlos Sainz is coming round. He's going to blow that out of the park. A 1:30.0. So 1.7 seconds off the pace. Albon very, very close to that. We're going to send out Stroll now. That means he hopefully won't get any traffic. Lewis Hamilton going fairly slowly out there. Not really sure why he's still out there. But he is. Is he going to finish his lap? Looks like he is going to finish his lap, but he's going to be last of the lot. Yeah. A minute behind everybody else. Okay. So, Lance Stroll. Let's see how he gets on in this lap. Let's run on board with him. Where is he here? So, it looks like he is going to catch Lewis Hamilton. I hope Lewis is well out of the way. So Hamilton's round here. He does get out of the way and Stroll is fine. There's more traffic there with the Alfa Romeo, but this is decent from Lance. And now he's going to come up to the line. 1:31 is what Seb got. What can Stroll get? 1:31.8. Just a tenth behind Sebastian Vettel. 5th and 6th at the moment. Let's reconfigure Seb's car. And it's what we want to do. Do we want to waste any more soft tyres? I suppose only one more set of soft tyres we waste. Car setup. Pretty happy with. Run plan. That sounds good. Okay. So let's Speed that up a little bit. Stroll is going to come into the pits. I'm going to reconfigure his car now. Put him onto a new set of soft tyres. I'm going to pick the right moment to set them out, send them out there. So 14th and 15th as it stands. I think we want to send Sebastian Vettel out there now. And Lance Stroll. I think we want to try and get a bit of a tow going. One of them could get through here. So there you go. So Vettel and Stroll are out there. And can we instruct? No, it doesn't look like it. I was wondering if we could instruct them to go for a tour. But it doesn't seem like we can. So, this is going to be our last lap of qualifying. Looks like Hamilton has got back out there. So, here comes Sebastian Vettel then on his final hot lap. Let's run on board with Sebastian Vettel. Let's see how he's doing compared to his previous times. So here we go. Through the first sector. We're looking for green at the very least. Don't want yellow. Comes through. And it is green. What about Stroll? Yep, 33.7. So a 10th off Sebastian Vettel's first sector time. Car in front is Sonoda. We need to make up 0.4 of a second. So here we go. Through the middle sector. What sort of time can he make up? We're going to cross the middle sector line around about now. What's it going to be? Oh, there's traffic. He's green in the middle sector though. 29.2. Get out of the way. That's not bad. But we're having to drop off. Oh, this is a disaster. Absolute disaster for Sebastian Vettel hitting the traffic at the end of his lap. Because this could have been a better time. It's not going to be though. It's in the 32s. That's a big disappointment. What about Lance Stroll then? He comes over the line and yeah, similarly. Not anywhere near his time. So, it is probably... Oh! Has he got a penalty? Why Stroll got a penalty? Why has Stroll got a penalty? Anything? No? I don't know. No idea. Doesn't seem to say that. Yeah, it's gone now, but... yeah, it's all going to be about the likes of Albon. So Albon's on his lap. He's
Good session.
going to be coming around the final corner now. Doesn't look like the best lap for Albon. Nope, only 17th for him. Hamilton isn't through. What about Norris? So Vettel's the man in danger. What about Norris? How's his sector times? The green. Is he going to get through? He is. He's up to 9th. That's a very good lap from Lando Norris. But we qualify in 16th and 17th. That's better than the first Grand Prix. We'll settle for that. But yeah, it's a disappointment. We're out in Q1 again. We nearly got through. I think had we had a clean lap, we could have had a better fist of it, but we weren't going to make 0.8 of a second.
Pit lane. Copy.
So, qualified over for us once again.
Lane.
Lewis Hamilton in his damaged Mercedes car will be starting at the back of the field. Fair enough, right. Continue on to race day then. Here we go.
The grid is packed and there's electricity in the air. But there's no surprises in that. It's race day.
Aston Martin were on target for qualifying. Now it's up to them to defy expectations for the race itself. This hasn't been McLaren's weekend so far, and they'll probably be disappointed with their grid positions. But after the lights go out, they'll have every opportunity to move up the field. We're under clear skies here tonight, certainly to the team's relief. Now they can focus their strategy on pushing their cars as much as they can.
Well, the streets of Jeddah are abuzz, and the teams are nearly ready for the start of the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix.
Okay, here we go then. Let's get into the race. Now then, strategy-wise, I certainly don't think we want to be starting on soft tyres. We could be going Strat A, which is mediums then hards. Let's have a look at that strategy. And that looks like it's got a little bit of wiggle room in there. What about the hards and mediums? Quite like the hards and mediums, and if we reduce the stint length slightly... So where do we want to come in? Lap 32-ish. And then if we were to be aggressive in the second stint, that looks good. That's pretty good. So we'll start with Sebastian Vettel on hards, I think. That's the one we want to go for. And Lance Stroll, something a little bit different for him. Strat A, maybe start off a little bit more aggressive. And then take those hards further into the Grand Prix. Maybe something like that. Yeah, so 21 laps for Lance Stroll. So, yeah, very different strategies for both drivers. Looking good. I'm very happy with that. Let's get into the race, I suppose. Just want to put driver options. We'll put Sebastian on overtake. Start the Grand Prix. Well, let's put high fuel on as well. And try and make up a few positions on the first lap. So here we go into the Grand Prix of Saudi Arabia.
Clear skies tonight, with the drivers having now arrived at their grid positions. And there's Sebastian Vettel. They're starting in the bottom half of the grid today, so there's a lot of cars between them and the podium. There's Lance Stroll, down the grid. They'll be starting the race from the bottom half of the grid, so there's a fair bit of ground to make up. The teams are ready to go.
Here we go
now
then.
Moments away from
Ready for
this,
the lights.
the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
Let's hop on board with Sebastian Vettel straight away here on the hard tyres. Can he make any inroads on the McLarens in front? Well, it looks like a very, very slow pace there, and it looks like Lance Stroll has got him. Was that a bit of contact? I think it might have been. VSC. VSC is out. And Lewis Hamilton. I think Lewis Hamilton has...
It's a crash.
yeah, crash
Let's take a
involving
look at the
Hamilton.
replay. Now watch this.
So Hamilton-
Lewis Hamilton involved in this one.
It was... Oh, nasty.
And there's the collision. It's caused absolute carnage.
I think Hamilton might be out. They are stopped on track. Ah, it's because we're paused. Yeah, Hamilton seems okay. So somebody's got a penalty, maybe Hamilton. So shall we have a look at that? Going to be on the data view, events. Penalty given to Hamilton, so he's got a 5-second penalty. Very interesting. Let's push that down to conserve and harvest. Same for him. Until we get to go green again. So still VSC. Surely we are going to go greens any time now. No, nothing.
Got loads of energy.
Copy.
Virtual safety car ending. And we're going standard. And standard again. And let's go.
Virtual safety car ending.
I like this little screen here. So we are back underway in this Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. And let's see what we can pull off here. So Lance Stroll is ahead of Sebastian Vettel, of course. And Sebastian Vettel on the hard tyres, so we're not expecting Stroll to stay in front. Equally, Stroll is dropping behind Daniel Ricciardo ahead. And already out of the 1 second window. We need to be...
Sounds like someone's locked up.
Let's see if he's locked up already. No, I think this is fine. Let's zoom it on a little bit. So Hamilton's possibly going to make the overtake on Vettel and Stroll. Yeah, might have to tell Stroll to not let hold his teammate up here. Yeah.
Aston Martin with a great play there. They've moved up a
Let them
place.
through because Vettel's definitely quicker.
Will be active.
Definitely quicker. Right, let's push on a little bit. We know Hamilton is going to pass Vettel very shortly, but can Vettel catch up to Daniel Ricciardo? Or maybe use Hamilton to slice through the field. That's what we got to hope for. So Hamilton surely is going to get Vettel here, and he has done that, although Vettel's coming back at him with the DRS himself.
It's a race position gained for a Mercedes.
So he goes round the outside. Oh, it's very tight. And Vettel nearly went into the wall there. Had to back out of it. And now Stroll possibly going to have a look. On board. Nope, not quite. Yeah, Vettel going very, very slow all of a sudden. Don't really know why. Okay, right, let's zoom back on then. I think Stroll may well get back through, and he has done. These two holding each other up once again, but Vettel is the quicker. We are well ahead of Latifi and Albon behind. Hamilton starting to close in on Daniel Ricciardo. And we're looking on tyres. People gone for. So there's a couple in the field. Oh, we've got yellow flags. We have had a crash. Who is it that's had a crash? It looks like Guan Yu Zhou, maybe?
Single yellow.
Okay.
That was Albon.
Let's see what happened
What's
there.
Albon done? Has he
Now
done
we
a
see the Williams
Hamilton?
here.
Yeah,
And there we see the crash.
but not fatal to his race. So no safety car. Sort of what we're hoping for with Lance Stroll potentially. There's a safety car. Yeah, let's zoom this on a little bit until the pit window. So these two are just kind of in a race of their own at the moment. You would imagine there will be a safety car with the amount of crashes we've had so far. So Hamilton finally passed Daniel Ricciardo. And their tyres not looking good. We're 10 seconds behind Ricciardo, that's the issue. I'd have to tell him not to fight his teammate and just let Vettel go. That's what we need. So Stroll's entered the pit window. And Vettel could probably do with pushing on a little bit here. So we're going to go slightly more aggressive. I'm going to push that a little bit and we're going to deploy. Similarly for Lance Stroll. I'm going to try and catch up to the pack a little bit here. And we should see their pace take a little uptake. There was another yellow flag there.
Looks like there's been a lockup.
There's a Schumacher lockup. So Schumacher is behind us at the moment. I think perhaps he's been in the pits. Yes, so Tsunoda, Schumacher, they were the soft tyre runners. They have been in the pits. Now, can Vettel catch up to Daniel Ricciardo? It's taking a bit of time off him, which is good. He's gaining time to Stroll behind. Let's push that back down to balanced.
We have low battery.
Okay.
Yep, that looks fine. 10.3 now the gap. Hamilton only up to 12th place. Sainz and Verstappen are battling hammer and tongs for this Grand Prix. We're 20 laps into it. Now,
That's a position gained for AlphaTauri.
So let's open the pit options. So we are going on to hards. And that should be absolutely fine for Lance Stroll. That'll meanwhile doing a great job in front. We'll hop on board with Stroll when it comes to his pit stop. So Vettel still running around in 15th. So here comes Lance Stroll into the pit lane. Let's watch his pit stop. Ninth, 2.9. Very good. Okay. I'm going to go on standard. I'm going to keep going aggressive with Sebastian Vettel. So Vettel back to 11.5 behind Ricciardo now. Let's push hard on the fuel. It's doing a good job, but not good enough, that's the issue. And I don't think we're going to get anything out of this Grand Prix today. What's Vettel's pace side still losing time to Ricciardo. Yeah, Tsunoda now coming for him. And Tsunoda's on a 2-stopper though. Vettel coming through, will pass
Aston Martin took
Ricciardo.
a chance and it's paid off.
And Vettel's still in front. This is where we need a safety car. His straight line speed must be pretty good because he is managing to stay in front of these guys. You can see Hamilton trying desperately to get through. It's not happening though. Ricciardo about 3 seconds down the road. You're going to see that DRS open for Hamilton. Or maybe not. Oh, he's having a look. And he might be through now. Let's hop back on. Oh, and there again he's... That's annoying. That is slowing down again. That cost him earlier on in the
It's a
Grand
race
Prix.
position gained for Mercedes.
And with Hamilton as well. Right, let's knock that back down to standard now. How's Stroll doing? He's sort of in a race of his own at the moment. Once again, you know, at least Vettel's having those battles. Yeah, we're just not in the same league as point scorers at the moment. We desperately need those upgrades on the car so that we can start competing. Because even strategy-wise, we're struggling at the moment. Zhou Guan Yu, by the way, up in 6th position. Very, very good race from him so far. He's just behind Esteban Ocon. See Leclerc right behind Perez for the lead of this Grand Prix. Now I'm fairly sure these two haven't pitted yet.
AlphaTauri gained a place.
Tsunoda past Vettel now. Is he going to get past? How is he not past? This is ridiculous. He's got to get him here. He's got to get him here. There we go. Goes to the inside. Could be a bit of an incident here, though. Oh, Williams getting right in the way of the action, but he is going to have DRS once again. This has got to be the chance. He sweeps to the inside, and Charles Leclerc takes the lead of the Grand Prix. Verstappen hunting them down, though, and Sainz not far behind him. Ocon currently 5th. Zhou in 6th with K-Mag in 7th, Russell 8th. He's about to take K-Mag though, you would think. Bottas in 9th, sort of watching that battle ahead go on. And Fernando Alonso in 10th. Hamilton back up to 13th. That'll stay in with Tsunoda. See Ricciardo behind him. Stroll just out of it at the moment. So, in theory,
Looks like Aston
should be
Martin
everything
have
until
just gained a race position. That's a position gained for AlphaTauri.
the pit stops. So, pit windows opened for Vettel. I think we want to maybe full send it for the next lap or so. And
Aston
bring
Martin
Vettel
with a
in.
great play there. They've moved up a place. I think there's been a lock-up. And McLaren with a great overtake.
So Vettel and Ricciardo still battling. Lap after lap. Here comes Vettel again. He's going down the inside. This could be a nasty incident. No, we are through. Very good. And now, are we going to come in this lap? I don't think so. Yeah, we've passed Ricciardo. And now we're right behind Yuki Tsunoda. But remember, we've not done our pit stop yet, so pit stop behind. Well, let's zoom on until the end of the lap. And we are going to bring in Sebastian Vettel. We're going to go on to medium tyres, as planned, and Vettel has passed Yuki. Good move. You can see Yuki Tsunoda might come back at him, but not just yet. I'm still expecting a late safety car as well. So let's zoom it on till the end of the lap. So here he comes, Sebastian Vettel, into the pit lane. Don't forget the limit I'm 80. We're in. What sort of pit stop time are we going to put in here? And how far ahead of Lance Stroll is he going to come out? He's away. 17th and 18th at the moment. Now we are away. So we're going to go aggressive. I'm going to go balanced. Yeah, and he is a pit straight ahead of his teammate Lance Stroll. It's embarrassing for Stroll. Good for Vettel. We've got 25 laps to... 15 laps to go. Barring a late safety car. It's kind of race over for us, so let's zoom it on and hope for the best with Vettel. Now we have got some people in the pits again. I think Schumacher and Tsunoda will be pitting again. But it looks like yeah, so there you go. They have
Aston Martin are moving up the field.
They've just come out the pits. Tsunoda right behind Vettel here. So can we hang on for 10 laps? Get a 15th place finish once again. I think Stroll has to go a bit
We can
harder.
push more.
Yeah, okay.
But Stroll
No saving required.
Yeah.
may well be looking for a new seat next season. If I'm honest. Okay. There goes Tsunoda. Not that surprising.
Alpha Tauri gained a place.
So can we stay in front of Mick Schumacher? What we really need is a late safety car. There's not many people with better tyres than us. And we could really carve our way through the field, but I don't even know if we've got enough pace, to be honest. Yeah, let's zoom it on. That will hopefully have a couple of more little ding-dong battles with Tsunoda, but Tsunoda already 5 seconds ahead. I think Mick Schumacher is going to be the next one through. Yeah, unless there is that late safety car that I talked about. There's going to be nothing we can do. There is Mick Schumacher. So, let's watch on board with Mick Schumacher. Swings to the outside. And he's easily through once again. Fair play. Fair play. So, Vettel. P17 now. Can he get back?
Is that a new race
Past
position for
Schumacher.
Haas?
He's certainly following him well. Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen, is it? Closes in. He is going to be nice and close. Oh, what a move. I think Mick Schumacher may well have just DRS tricked us, though. Yep, he certainly did. And now Schumacher
5 more laps. 5 more
having a
laps.
look. No.
Copy.
Stroll locked up. So let's see if we can keep Sebastian Vettel in front of Mick Schumacher. We're going to push a little bit more with the fuel. And there goes Schumacher. So there's going to be
Haas with an overtake.
one more lap for us to do it on. If we do it on this next lap. So I'm going on to the final lap. Why don't we stay with? We'll go full attack on the tyres. Do the same with Stroll. And Vettel go down the inside. He's going for it. Ooh.
You can start to push more in the high speed if you can.
Yep.
Not quite. Oh no,
So
this is
3 laps
lap
including this one. 3 laps
49.
including this one.
So I guess next lap is when we want to do it, really. Keep an eye on fuel. We are a little low on fuel. We don't want to completely run out. Let's keep it on there.
Okay, happy to lift and coast.
Copy.
Still pushing hard with the medium tyres, though. Come on, Seb. DRS enabled. Can't get close enough. Good defending from his good friend Mick Schumacher. Verstappen starts his final lap. We don't want to overtake him just yet. That's fine. Right. Now push on the fuel. This has got to be where we take him. Here we go. Vettel in the slipstream. DRS open. And he does take Mick Schumacher.
Last lap.
Good overtaking.
Looks like Aston Martin have just gained a race position.
This is really, really, really strong. From Vettel. Let's keep an eye on Schumacher behind. I think he's going to manage it, you know. How's Stroll doing? Not great. At least he's putting in personal bests. Let's hop on board with Sebastian Vettel again. 4.3 behind Tsunoda. Don't think we're going to quite get past him. Now Mick Schumacher does have DRS. He will close in on Vettel here. It's nearly alongside. He is having a look. Leaves him the space, so very, very good driving from Sebastian Vettel. So Max Verstappen wins, but Sebastian
Max
Vettel
Verstappen
wins the Battle
over
of the
finish
Germans.
line and today's winner.
I don't think Schumacher's going to get him on the line, is he? Vettel over the line, just ahead of Mick Schumacher. Very, very good in the end there from Seb. And Lance Stroll, he's going to be the next one over the line. Oh my word, he's a long way back. Considering they were virtually, you know, on identical strategies, just the opposite way around.
Okay, tires are...
Copy.
How many laps am I going to get on these?
There you go. Stroll over the line. 30 odd seconds behind his teammate. A full pit stop, essentially. Another disappointing race for him. Any interesting battles? Magnussen and Hamilton. Perhaps Hamilton up to 11th over the line. And Norris is going to be the last man over the line here. But, yeah, not the best. Not the best Grand Prix for us once again. 16th and 18th. And boy, we need that upgrade. And we need it now. We need it very, very quickly.
Sebastian Vettel with a comfortable result for his team here. Aston Martin had a good enough weekend, but there's still some margin for improvement here.
Good enough,
Yes,
really?
I imagine they'll roll up their sleeves now and make sure their next performance goes even better.
So next race is in
Race
Australia.
wrapped up, the team is ranked in 9th in the constructor standings.
And for the next round, Formula One is heading down under. Exciting times ahead in Australia on the shores of the Albert Park Lake.
Awesome. So Max Verstappen wins the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Sainz finishes second, Perez third, Leclerc fourth, with Russell an excellent fifth for Mercedes. Bottas in sixth with Alonso in seventh, Gasly eighth, Ocon ninth, and Zhou Guanyu in 10th. Hamilton finishes just outside the points. Once again, no retirements, which is interesting. Verstappen takes over the lead of the Drivers' Championship. 7 points ahead of Leclerc, who is 7 points ahead of Sainz and Perez, respectively. Red Bull, 7 points ahead of Ferrari. Mercedes and Alfa Romeo locked together on 20, Alpine on 19. So Vettel's gained a little bit more experience and a development point, which is good. Nothing for Lance Stroll yet, but Vettel has got that development point. So we will assign that in the next episode. But overall, a very tough race. Again, how many more are the board going to take before our job is in question? But we should have our design for the front wing sorted out before the next Grand Prix. Now, whether we can get that manufactured in time, I don't know. It's going to be 10 days, so it's probably going to be the next Grand Prix, but I believe you can do emergency parts, so we could plough a bit more money into it to get that new front wing in place for Australia. That'll hopefully give us a little bit of a performance boost and maybe get us higher up to where we should be. That's the hope. That's the plan anyway. If we can get up to where McLaren and Haas are, then maybe we can start pushing a little bit harder and getting some points. That's ultimately what we want to do. But that is where we're going to leave it for today. If you have enjoyed that, give it a big thumbs up down below. It would be amazing to hit 30 likes. Once again, subscribe for plenty more F1 Manager content. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.